It's fine.
Hello, hello, welcome. I'm Sharon Svenson, Svenson Hypnosis, and Krystle is graciously agreed to share her successes from us working together one on one in hypnosis, as well as you've done my Joyful Abundance course
Hmm.
that went for 6 weeks, I believe, and you've been in my Joyful Abundance membership. So,
Yep.
first start off and share when you first came, kind of going back to that time and space, remembering what were some of the things that, where were you at, and how have things transformed with hypnosis, working with you?
Yes, of course. Right. So when we first met, I was dealing with a lot of anxiety, um, social anxiety, and I was anxious at work. And I had a newer job that I really enjoyed where I didn't really talk to many people. So there was not a lot going on to stress me out, but I was almost still stressed from a previous job. And I think it already had been 6 months that I had not been at that job, but I was still like, just whenever my manager would reach out, I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. So I just was in this heightened state of anxiety. And then, of course, the social anxiety being an issue, so that if I did talk with someone, I was very concerned about what I was saying or how I was saying it. And I had developed a stutter
Hmm.
from two employers ago. So I had two jobs that back to back were very stressful, and the one before that, I did develop a stutter from that, and then the anxiety from the second job carried on into this one, where, like I said, I didn't really even have to interact with a lot of folks, but I was just totally on edge all the time. So that's kind of the state I was in. And I think as a result of that, I was feeling a lot of swings in my mood. So I
Mm.
call it temperamental. So I was feeling very temperamental, and was wondering if I was bipolar, because I would just,
Oh,
yeah, I would have a lot of really dark moments, and then I might get kind of manic, and it just was kind of this roller coaster I was on emotionally.
mm-hmm.
And I had just had enough. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Please help. And then I met you, and that,
Yeah.
yeah. And I could talk about how we met, but I don't think
No,
that's
I don't
super
think that
important.
matters.
Yeah. But I was kind of like, this, like when the how they say it, when the student is ready, the teacher arrives. And I had,
Um,
that kind of is what happened to me, where I was like, okay, I need to do something about this. And I guess I was ready, and there, voila, enter Sharon. And it was perfect timing. So, um, you want me to go into like how I feel
So what
today?
did you, yeah, what did you notice for the relief? I mean, did you notice it right away? Did it take a while? What can you kind of remember?
Oh, goodness, because it's been a few years now. So I do remember one of the first things that I thought was like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. Because I had already tried all kinds of personal development techniques, I've read lots of books and all kinds of things, meditation, affirmations, yoga, you know, um, and of course things help, but I remember when we started working together, I was like, wow, this is just too easy. It cannot be this easy, right? It was just like, like, like get my hypnosis recordings and listen to those. And well, and I did the course actually. That was how I started, was the Joyful Abundance course. And right, we had the different weeks, and I would listen to the first recording, like the letting go. Right, we started with letting
Yeah.
go, and that I think that was for a week. And I did my homework. I listened to it every day. And I think I started feeling better immediately, because I was like, wow, this is so easy. So I love that. And I'm like, is that a lot? Am I allowed to have it this easy? Like, I was like, like, because you're just used to having to effort so much. And that's kind of
Yeah.
a theme too, right? It's that goes into some of the ways that I behaved in my life, where I think I felt like everything had to be an effort or difficult, or you weren't doing it right. And
Yeah. Yeah. We're kind
right.
of trained up that way pretty much.
Yes. So nowadays I'm like, if I'm efforting, I'm doing something wrong, because it should be effortless. And that's a huge transformation in and of itself.
Well, and so I bet you noticed I'll say things like feeling lighter and softer. And I
Mhm.
remember you coming back in those early days saying things like, yeah, this is just like working. And you're like, I've done so much work before, but this is so easy. And I remember different things. You shared different stories where you felt social anxiety in situations before. And you shared some story about meeting somebody new in some kind of cafe or restaurant or something like that. And you just couldn't believe how relaxed and at ease you were. And now we fast forward many years later, too. You didn't like to travel. Um, and
Right? Yeah.
yeah, I mean that it's you've just changed so much.
Oh
Uh,
my goodness, so much.
where with your new job, you work with so many different new people, and yeah, it's just a delight to hear your stories. And you're just in so many ways you became a different person, a
Hmm.
better version of
Yes.
yourself, for
Yes.
sure.
Yes. Well, and it was like I think one of like the letting go hypnosis is about like just kind of releasing letting go of all of those things that kind of like hold you back. And I feel like in a lot of ways it's, for me, letting go of all of that, so that original me can shine again, because somewhere along the way it's
Yeah.
like I got buried
Yeah.
under a bunch of
Yes. Yeah, I
stuff, and
totally
I'm
get
just
that.
pulling it off. I'm like, here I am, I'm back.
Yeah, and you had a lot of healing just with the past. And
Mhm.
you I know you said you had a good relationship with your husband to begin with, but that
Yeah.
your relationship improved and you were enjoying life more. I like what you said. Almost a sense of I've taken the mask off and
Hmm.
here I am. I'm a
Yes.
joyful, happy being.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
being comfortable. I think there's like confidence that comes with that too, being comfortable with who I am. And the first thing that really did clear up pretty quickly was the social anxiety and the stutter. But then what's built upon that over the years is gaining more comfort with myself and confidence, and knowing when to speak up or when to not speak up. And for a long time, like I think part of the anxiety was that fear of speaking up, of saying the wrong
Yes.
thing, of not
Yeah.
being myself, of having gotten in trouble for just being me, and then feeling like, oh, there's something wrong with me. And now I am like back to, I don't know if original self is the word, but like my unabashed, goofy personality.
Yes.
And I'm comfortable with that. And I'm making people laugh on calls. And when you deliver that with energy, at first, like I was opening up, but I was still a little nervous. or I might judge myself after a call and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that. But now,
Uh-huh.
like, no, I'm me. I'm unfiltered. I mean, I'm filtered when I need to be, right, on client calls, but internally, I'm letting my true self shine, and I'm not freaking out about it afterwards. I'm just being me, and that's so
I
comfortable.
love that. And you're being more of a leader and more nurturing and a
Yeah.
support and guide for all the different people that you support and help in your work.
Yes, yeah, and that feels so good. And being able to really let go. Lately, I've really made a lot of progress in just letting go, because I was very controlling, and I tried not to let that show, of course, but I felt it, and now I'm like, oh no, go do it. You got it. Call me if you need me. And this is a huge
Yes, I love that.
like
Yeah, and
jump
we
for me.
continue to work together. We've been, I don't know, we get together once a month for sessions for, we're not sure, but we think maybe 3 or 4 years.
Yes. Yes, something like that. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So, yeah, I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
that. And go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, yeah, it's a continue to evolve on a regular basis.
And another big thing, because that one of the reasons we got together, and it wasn't to do with hypnosis, was to support each other's businesses. And you had a big desire to be able to utilize your creativity, to be able to use your talents, and you kind of felt, I don't know, small a little bit in that area and not reaching that potential. And it's like, oh my gosh, that exploded in so many different ways.
Did.
And
Yeah.
so I love that so many of the things that you desired and wanted, they came about and they came about really quickly.
They did. That's a good point because so the job I was working at, like I said, it was great. I really liked it. The anxiety I had wasn't the job. But I did want to be able to do more. And shortly, it feels like it was fairly shortly after we started working together, um, I actually lost my job because they got rid of the product that I managed. They were like,
Yep,
oh,
I
we're not
remember that.
renewing it, right? They're like, so you don't have a job anymore, but you were really great. We really loved you. I'm like, oh, okay. And so, but you helped me navigate through that anxiety. And the next job that I got, and I was more confident. I applied for a job that I would not have previously. It was a different type of work. So I went from working for a company to saying, you know what, I want to consult and teach other companies how to do things the right way. And so just applying for that role in the first place was kind of, going outside of my comfort zone. And then I got the position and I almost doubled my income. So,
Yes. Yeah, and that was another one of your goals too, was you wanted to make more money and yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yes, I wasn't expecting to double my income. So, but working with you, I
yeah,
attribute
it's
that.
that confidence and that ability to step outside your comfort zone and take things further. Yeah, I love that. And
Yeah.
another area that you had a lot of improvement in, besides those life-changing things, is
Yes, big
health.
deal. Yeah. Hmm.
Health was
Yes.
a big shift and change. Like for instance, there was a ton of different foods when we first started off that you said that you couldn't eat.
Hmm.
And you had different issues from neck pain and back pain and ear issues and
Yes.
oh, teeth issues.
Hmm.
Not that hypnosis, you know, cured cavities or anything, but
Right.
you started to make yourself a priority and different things that you're putting off, you started to get support and help for.
Yes. Yep.
But you did have some dramatic differences with the foods that you were so
Oh
limited
my.
to foods that you could eat. So maybe you could share some of that.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I've had a restricted diet I had one for over a decade. that I changed my diet to feel better because I had some diagnoses like fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome and interstitial cystitis. And so I went on a mission to clean up my diet. And over the years, I tried different things. And so when we met, I was on a pretty strict one that didn't allow me to eat like dairy or, I mean, even root vegetables. I mean, it was a pretty wild diet. It was very strict and very limited. And so we started working together on that. And there was a lot of food. I probably not had not eaten a pizza in a decade. And now I'm eating pizza regularly. So if you can believe that, that's a great example, right?
I love
Who
that.
doesn't love pizza? I mean, can you imagine
Well,
not eating
and
pizza for a
you're,
decade?
but so not only are you eating the foods, but you're not having those symptoms
Correct. Yeah.
have that
Yeah.
you thought came from the foods.
Right. Yes.
Like,
Yeah. And
yeah, go ahead.
um no, you go ahead. You okay. Go ahead.
So, yeah, you had a lot of different ones from like skin breakouts and intestinal issues and just feeling kind of bloaty, yucky. Is that right?
Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of like skin and digestive related things. So my face would break out. I had acne for a really long time, and so certain, I avoided eating certain foods because of that, and then just allergic reactions, just being sensitive to chemicals and things like that, which we should avoid anyway. But my body would like I would get really tight, my neck would get really tight, and I would have a lot of pain from eating certain foods. And then when I started introducing things back in, we went through a little bit of a phase where you had to help me with potatoes. Potatoes are my favorite, and I was having like I was itching a lot, and
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
something I had never noticed before. But as we were going through, I was having a lot of itching, which ended up attributing to the potato. So we worked through that, and
Well, yeah, so
great.
not only are you eating the foods, but you're not having the acne or the breakout or the uncomfortableness in your body or the tightness in your back so that you can be comfortable.
Yes.
You can eat the foods that you love and you're having energy.
Mhm.
Um, that which it's
It's amazing. I mean, you can't understate
yeah,
how
because
amazing
I
that
know
is.
you were
Like,
kind of resistant to that, which is so
yes.
natural
Mhm.
because you had found your path, which is now it's like I control my diet and this is what's going to work and I'm not giving that up. It's like, of
Right.
course, you don't want to give up anything that's going to work for you for sure. So it was a process to kind of prove to you that um yeah, and
I was stubborn about that. I was stubborn. It took a little bit. Even with those potatoes, boy, I could not let go of the potatoes.
well, and then just by shifting your perspective, you saw so much improvement, even from a ringing in the ear,
Mhm.
um, ear pain, where you turn that around. And yeah, hypnosis,
So
it's
much.
just people don't even get how awesome it can be.
It is so amazing. It's so, so amazing. Yep.
And I love what you said too in the beginning that it's so easy. Um,
Yes.
so it's not the change that's hard. It's just our resistance that we hold on to.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You kind of have to get out of your own way.
Yeah.
But it's a
So,
process and it's okay.
yeah, yeah,
It's,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. So what would you tell somebody that maybe they were struggling with social anxiety or food issues or ear problems or um
You don't have to. You don't have to struggle
yeah.
with those things. Yep. And I can recommend a really good hypnotherapist to help you with that. Yeah. Magic. I mean, I feel like you just work magic, and I'm so grateful for you. And I know you're like, oh, it's not me, but I'm still super grateful.
Yeah, well, and you're one. I do the hypnosis video, not video, the recording after each session, and you follow through and you
Yes.
actually do the audios. And I think you do it just about every day, every
Yes.
night,
Yep.
or
Every night.
and sometimes I know you've told me when you were maybe physically hurting or mentally, and you did it more than one time during the day. And
Yes.
that's huge. That's life changing, when you show up for yourself.
Yes, yes. I mean, it is easy, but it's not without effort, right? You do need to show up for yourself, but
But
it's still
hey,
a
it
whole lot easier than,
yeah,
you
and
know,
it's like, ooh, getting relaxed and falling asleep to a video or an audio. That's
yeah.
not really hard.
No, I mean, and that's the thing too. Like you could say, oh, well, I have to find time during the day where I can listen and concentrate. I put it on low at night before bed and turn it on and go to sleep.
I
You
love
know,
that. Even right
easy.
from the beginning, you had positive change quickly, and you were one of those that really followed through.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
and you wanted to. Um,
Yeah.
so you applied all this different stuff that you were figuring out, and you were shifting your mindset and opening up to new ideas and new ways. And how would you describe my method of hypnosis to some people?
Oh. Well, I continue to be in awe in your ability to just on the fly do these hypnosis sessions. Like we're like to I don't know how you do it. It's magical.
It's
Like
definitely not script, is it?
it's no, it is not script. It's not. But it's definitely, I mean, part of your gift and your intuitive ability to just, just it just comes out of you. So I think that's really special too, an amazing gift. And I always feel like I get what I need right out of those. Because I feel like there's a co-creation that's happening there. So I trust
Yes,
that.
yes, me too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, very, very easy. The other thing that I mean, I shouldn't be surprised by, but just based on my personality and history of just being a curmudgeon, which I've let go of through all the work that I've done with you, but I'm like, oh gosh, Sharon is so patient. Like you're so patient because sometimes and I try to be good, but I know there's been a couple of times where, I'm just being stubborn or cantankerous and
Uh-huh.
you
But
you
that's
just
that's because I'm stubborn and cantankerous. So I
oh,
totally get
okay.
it. But
Oh.
I have the vision, and I think that's what a good hypnotist hopefully has is they see beyond the resistance. It's just a little blip. It's like, oh, Krystle, she always gets there.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's what makes it fun. Then it's like, ooh, how can I maybe share or say this differently to
Mhm.
support and help? So you bring out my creativity and the best
Oh.
in me. And yeah, and it like you say, it's such a co-creative experience for sure.
Yes, yes. Yeah, but you never make me feel that I just so I no judgment, right? And you're and supportive and if I'm cranky, you don't let me get away with it, but like you make sure I stay focused and you hold me accountable, but you do it in a gentle, loving way.
Oh,
So, yeah.
that's
So
good
it's
to
very
hear.
comfortable. Like I can get on a call even if I'm not having a good day and I'm like I know
Oh,
that
I like that.
Sharon is there to support me and she's gonna make me feel better, not worse. So even if I'm crabby. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, unless you wanted to share anything else, I know we could, yeah, there's been so much that's happened over the years, that, and your journey has also uplifted my journey. It's like, as I see
Oh,
other people, it's like, wow, that's a really cool success. And it opens me up to more possibilities with clients as well as for myself, so that it's just a very uplifting experience. And you definitely blessed my life.
oh, thank
Oh,
you. Yay. Well, yeah,
this,
you have to, like, I guess, like you're saying, you have to put in a little bit of work, but I would say trust the process, right? Trust the
yeah.
process and follow through. And even if it seems impossible, follow through because everything we work on together, I see big, amazing improvements in ways you just wouldn't think
Yeah, you don't
possible.
even realize how good it can get, that there's
Yeah.
just another layer that you can take and go even further. So I just really am thankful for my clients that keep coming to me. It's like year after year. And then we get to kind of, uh, I don't understand the phrase push the envelope. What does that mean anyway?
I don't know. Where are we pushing that envelope?
It's like pushing the envelope around, but that we can, yeah, just take things even further and experience what is possible. And I love for you, you've been proving this, and other clients have been proving it too, where we can have healing that can happen even more rapidly,
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah.
So, and we're still working on different things, and I'm really excited to see, yeah, just the confirmations that we're on the right path, and that you
I
have.
have blood work to prove it.
Oh, you do
Yeah, I got my
today?
blood results today. Yeah, all of my numbers are better. Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, yeah, I do want to share that in what.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
mind.
okay. Okay. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and we're going to have even better numbers. And I don't know what any of I'm not a medical person, and I'm not ever here to direct or guide somebody in that area. But yeah, so do share that. I would love to hear.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
kind of,
So
I'm excited. I've been
I
so curious
know.
about that.
Yeah, so yeah, today I had my 3 month follow up, and I had my blood draw 2 weeks ago, and so, I had gone to get blood work about 3 months ago. Um, I had a suspicion that there was something going on with my thyroid, and the blood work said, yeah, my thyroid antibodies were elevated. And so but we looked at we did a very extensive blood panel so she could see, oh, your zinc is low, your D is low, your ferrous iron reserves are low. The thyroid numbers in general were good, just the antibodies were high. So I had my blood drawn 2 weeks ago, got my results. So antibodies are down, they've decreased. My zinc is up. My D is up. Like all the good things that I needed to get up are up, and
Yeah.
then the antibodies are down, which so means there's less attack on the thyroid, and then the thyroid hormones are still normal and in good shape. So yeah.
Oh, yay.
And then
Yay.
the doctor said, she's like, well, you she's like, you're, yeah, because I was like, oh, this is good, they're not up, it's trending down. I'm like, that's what I wanted to see. She's like, yeah, she's like, those numbers can even go into remission. Not that most people believe that. I'm like, I totally believe that. She's
Oh,
like,
of
yes, I've
course.
seen it. I'm like, I know, of course, duh. Like, who would want to believe that, oh, it's just going to keep going up? No, it's going to go down until it's back to normal. Like, duh. And so I'm also blessed to have, found this doctor who is on the same wavelength as
I love
well.
that.
And
Yeah.
so, yeah, yeah. So it's all
Yeah,
good. Just,
and I love too that, um when we come from that place of feeling centered and peaceful, we let go of the things like guilt and shame or not good enough and blah blah blah, that we show up for ourselves more too. And so it doesn't mean that you're not doing healthy things or proactive things. Just like you started to do all this healthy stuff for your teeth. You
Mm,
had some different things going on there too. So,
yeah.
but yeah, the that mind shift is
Mhm.
huge in what can be accomplished too. So I love
Oh,
that you have
yes.
that. Yeah, because that wasn't your initial feeling. I guess it was 3 months ago,
Yeah.
but you can
Yeah.
see that it's building up, and that gives that message to your body. I'm safe. It's going to be okay. And of course, the body can work better
Yeah.
when it's not in fear and anxiety where things shut
Yes.
down and it's in survival mode. So,
Yes,
yes,
yes. Well, and I have more energy because of that too. We didn't really talk about that, but just a lot of fatigue and being tired and
yeah.
sleeping a lot. And there's this funny thing that happens when you're not as like stressed out and anxious. You have more energy. I remember you told me once, and I was like, I don't know why this never occurred to me, but you said something like, being stress is exhausting or stress is something like that. I'm like, gosh,
It
you stress
is.
is exhausting.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
So,
you
yep.
get that
So
out
it's
of
just
under control. Yeah.
getting better for you.
Yes,
And look
absolutely.
forward to more miracles and successes and beautiful things that unfold. So thank
Yeah,
you for sharing yeah, part of your story. It's like
you're welcome. Thank you.
love and hug.
Love, hugs.